Hi, my name is James. Welcome to King's Fun Woodworking. Today I'm just going to do a really quick video and show you how I cleaned up this mess. I ended up having so many drills and so many batteries and screws and other things like that. It no longer fits on this drill cabinet, and I didn't really have the time to make another one, and I didn't need anything custom. And I didn't really have to carry a ton of weight with the stuff that I have. So I decided I was going to try one of those wire shelves that you see on Amazon. I actually picked one that had a decent rating and that looked good, and it had to meet just one requirement, is I wanted the shelves on them to be interchangeable, like I could put them where I wanted. And so then I bought 2 units because I wanted to be able to hold 2 racks of drills and screw guns on the top unit, and the bottom unit I wanted just to have shelving to hold the screws. And this thing fit the bill, and it was actually pretty cheap. I think it was around $70, but now the reason I'm especially making the video is because it's on sale, Black Friday sale, and it's around 40 something, so it's gone down a ton. Yeah, if you guys like our videos and the work that we do, we would really appreciate it if you took a moment to click that subscribe button down below, and if you push that notification bell, you'll get notified of all of our upcoming videos. And we put out 3 a week, typically Sunday, Wednesday, and a Friday. So these are extremely fast to put together. Of course, there's 2 of us doing it, so I suppose that's cheating, but I think we didn't spend more than 10 minutes putting both of them together. And you can see how I've got 2 drill holding units on this particular shelf, 2 drill holding shelves, rows, whatever you call those. And that's because I wanted those to be towards the top, and in the bottom, I basically swapped one of those for just a shelf that I put on the bottom. So the bottom rack is just shelving. And they claim that these things will hold 400 pounds. I sort of doubt that. I suppose it depends on how you're anchoring them. If you can get into a stud or you have some solid walls, then probably 400 maybe split out over all the shelves put together. But obviously, I don't think anybody puts anywhere near that kind of weight if you're putting some drills and batteries and screws on them. They're just not that heavy. You might have 30 or 40 pounds on it, when it's all done. But they're very stout for what they are. If this is something you have any interest in, I'm going to put a link to the shelving system that I got from Amazon in the description down below. And I got 2 different types. I've got this basic shelf unit, and I've got this one, which is just a single shelf. And I think this was $10, and it's on sale for $8.50. And it's a really good price for this thing. It's only going to hold 5 drills or whatever it holds here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like it holds 4. But it's a good value for that. It's actually pretty strong. It's going to hold these no problem. Here again, I would only go with these if you don't need anything custom or anything to a specific width or anything that's going to hold a ton of weight. But for what it is, it's pretty good. And not out a ton of money if it was a waste. And we have a lot of drills, a lot of screw guns, impact wrenches, stuff like that. And you have to remember, we used to teach woodworking here. We'd have people come over, so we need a lot of them. Then we also used to install kitchen cabinets, so there'd be 3 or 4 of us on site, and every person would have their own small drill and a small impact wrench or impact driver, and not wrench but impact driver. And so there's a lot of little tools kind of get accumulated over the years, and I just don't want to throw them away because they all still work, so we just kind of keep them all. Now, I put mine in a particular way. I put them in this way. That's one of those multi-tools by DeWalt. Those are great. I think I'm going to do a video on those, and Milwaukee makes the same thing. It's like a 5-in-1 drill, I think they call it. But I can see these at a glance when the head's facing forward. I like to leave the bits in them, whether they're Phillips or Torx or whatever, and I like to be able to see at a glance if it's a drill or if it's an impact wrench. And if they're pushed in the other way, sometimes you can't see that right away, especially if it's in a shelf that you build. But this way kind of makes it nice. Easy to see what it is, and it looks like this is going to hold everything I got, which is perfect. And then we went ahead and installed the lower one. It's exactly the same as the upper one, except this one's just shelving, because remember, I took the rack off of it that held drills, and I put that on the top one, and I took the shelf from the top one and put it down here on this one. So it's nice that they are interchangeable like that. And I just have a variety of screws that I access all the time. I do have another large hardware holding case, shelf system for other stuff, but these are things that I just access the most frequently, so I like to store these over with the drills themselves. Yeah, and that's basically it for this video. I just wanted to show these things off and show you guys what they were and let you know they're on sale for Black Friday, so you ought to head on over to Amazon and check these things out and see if it's something you can use in your shop. They got different widths, different sizes, and then of course the 3 or 4 shelf units and then the single units, and I think they're a really good deal, really good value, and handy and quick. Alrighty then, thanks for watching.